I am speaking to you now, and I am not speaking in riddles. I am speaking with the weight of love that fashioned the bones in your body and counted the hairs on your head before the first dawn found you. I have watched your nights, and I have not been absent from your corridors, your kitchen light at 3 a.m., your quiet sighs when everyone else is asleep. Do not try to skip this, because the truth I am giving you will breathe into places that have felt like they were made of stone. Listen, there is a presence that has walked at the edges of your home, a shadow no lamp can scatter, a hush that bends the air before you enter a room. You have called it fear, or chance, or imagination. But I call it by its right name, a messenger straddling the seam between your yesterday and your tomorrow, and it has something to say about you. You have felt it standing by the doorway when you turned your head to rest against the pillow. You have felt the temperature lean cold against your wrists when you held a cup of water and couldn't explain why it trembled. You have felt the sense that a chair had moved, that a curtain breathed when the windows were shut, that a footstep followed the rhythm of your own. You were not foolish for noticing. You were not weak for being startled. Child, I set guardians where you imagined only ghosts, and even the restless ones whom the world calls ghosts become mouthpieces of mercy when they are touched by my purpose. Do not fear. Let your heart be steady now. The message is not a threat, it is a turning. The presence in your house has been circling a sentence it could not finish without me. It presses into your nights to tell you that you are not lost, even if you have worn lostness like a coat that fits. It stands by the mirror to tell you the reflection is more than what pain has taught you to expect. It lingers at your doorway to say, they tried to define you by a moment, but heaven is defining you by a mission. You have delayed your own becoming because of names that were spoken over you by people who did not know how to hold you. You have told yourself, I will start when I feel worthy. I will speak when I feel certain. Hear me, worthiness is not the starting gun, love is. Certainty is not the door, obedience is. The ghost has come to rattle the frame that holds your old story, because I intend to hang a new portrait where shame once displayed itself. Do you remember the night you cried without making a sound? You thought no one knew. But the floorboards knew, because tears carry weight, and weight travels. The air knew, because sorrow teaches oxygen to bend. The presence you felt that night was not there to mock you, it was there to collect what you were about to drop, the last strand of your hope, and hold it steady until morning. When the sun rose and you called it coincidence that your courage returned, I did not correct you. I let the day do its ordinary work. But now I am speaking plainly. I sent a messenger to stand guard over the fragile bridge between your despair and your decision to go on. Do not try to skip this, because the bridge you cross in this moment will lead you toward rooms of your future that have been locked only until your hand arrives. The message is about your name. The world has announced many labels for you, some whispered and some shouted, some etched in cruel laughter and some hidden in polite distance. But I am the one who first spoke your name, and I did so without a trace of contempt in my voice. Your name in my mouth still carries the music of your first day, the awe of your first breath. The presence in your house moves from room to remind you that what I named you is larger than what was done to you, larger than what you did when you were afraid, larger than the choices that made you flinch when you looked backward. You have a calling that doesn't evaporate when you make a mistake. You have a design that doesn't vanish when someone abandons you. You have a fire that doesn't go out because the wind howls, it learns the wind and turns it into song. This is also about your voice. You have muted yourself to keep the peace that never loved you. You have stayed small so others would not feel small in your presence. You have told yourself that blending in is safer than being seen. But I did not light you like a lamp to hide you under decor that matches the room. I placed you where night leans long so that your light would teach night a different geometry. The presence in your home has been brushing the edges of your speech, trying to coax words from your chest that your mouth forgot how to form. I am chosen. I am protected. I am guided. I am not late. I am not disqualified. Say these aloud, and notice how the walls answer back with an echo you have never heard before. That echo is agreement. The structure of your home will begin to hold what your heart holds. There is someone who hurt you and thought the injury would be permanent. There is someone who assumed you would become a museum for old wounds. But I am no curator of your pain. I am the architect of your healing. The ghost has a message about this as well. Forgiveness will not make you smaller, it will make you spacious. Forgiveness will not erase the wrongdoing, it will erase the debt that keeps you paying for it with your sleep. Do not misunderstand me. I am not asking you to trust the untrustworthy or return to the cage that cut your wings. I am asking you to let me cut the rope that ties your memory to the hour of harm, so that your memory can learn to walk beyond it. The presence in your house paces your hall like a gentle sentinel, waiting for the moment you say, I release what I cannot repair. I return to the one who can remake me. You have questioned whether the strange signs were banishment or blessing, the clock that stops at a particular minute, the picture frame that tilts when no one is near, the door that sighs as if someone passed. Ask me, and I will tell you, these have been rehearsals for your attention. You howled into the noise of the world and got only noise back. So I taught your house to speak softly until you learned to listen deeply. When the clock pauses, it is not time failing, it is time bowing to let eternity pass through your ordinary day. When the frame tilts, it is not chaos, it is a reminder that perfection is not the way I carry you, presence is. When the door breathes, it is not a threat, it is an invitation to a threshold that fear cannot cross. This message is also about inheritance. Not the coin kind and not the kind that crumbles, but the inheritance of peace that does not break when a plan breaks. I am bequeathing you steadiness. I am giving you a quiet that hums like a shield. The ghost in your house knows this because it has wandered long and found no rest where my name is absent. But in your rooms, a different law has been written. Where you call on me, rest arrives and sets the table. You have eaten hurried meals of anxiety for too long, counting bites and debts and days. Now I am setting a table with patience and clarity and a sweetness that does not rot your trust. You will not starve in the presence of uncertainty. You will learn to be fed by promises that ripen right on time. There is also the matter of your dreams. Some you kept in a box and pushed under a bed that gathered dust like a second skin. Some you threw away because the people you asked for permission did not know how to dream themselves. I saw where you hid them and where you abandoned them. The presence in your house has been sitting near the floor as if listening to something under it, because your dreams are not dead, they are calling. They want air, and I am sending wind. They want light, and I am opening morning. They want your agreement, and I am asking you now, will you lift what you hid? Will you touch what you tossed? Will you let a new courage dress you when you step outside? Do not try to skip this, because the hour you choose agreement will become the hour history in your family line begins to heal. This is not magic. This is not superstition. This is the mathematics of mercy, where I add back what the years subtracted and multiply the little that remained into more than enough. The ghost has come not to frighten you but to announce that the arithmetic of your past has been audited, and I have cancelled the false sums. When you think of the patterns that kept repeating, loss after near joy, betrayal after opening your hands, silence after you shared your heart, understand that I am installing a new pattern, resilience after revelation, community after confession, provision after obedience. You will see it soon, and when you do, you will laugh in a room where you used to cry. Your laughter will be a key. It will unlock a part of your voice that sorrow couldn't reach. Go to the place in your house where you have avoided standing. For some it is the doorway to a room where memories still sing like a choir of old ache. For some it is the window that faces the street where you last waited for someone who never arrived. For you, I am showing you the spot even now. Stand there, and breathe like someone who has a future. Speak aloud the words I give you, I welcome what is for me, and I release what is not. I bless those who blessed me, and I forgive those who did not. I take back the pieces of myself I scattered when I was afraid, and I return them to your hands. As you do, the air will feel different. Your skin will notice what your mind cannot measure. The presence will step back, not leaving you but giving you space, because you will have taken your rightful place and declared my ownership over your atmosphere. I will also tell you this: the messenger you call a ghost is bound to a task. When you learn the lesson of your authority in love, it will move on. Do not fear that this departure means abandonment. It means graduation. It means the guide who steadied your night understands that your morning has gathered enough strength to walk without a crutch. The echo that once came from the hall will come from inside you. The brush of cold air will be replaced by a fire that rises in your chest when you need to speak truth. The chair that seemed to move will no longer move, because you will. You will move toward the exact assignment that used to frighten you, and you will find the road smoother than rumors warned. Now we must talk about the person you are becoming. You have thought that becoming is an invention, a construction from scratch, but becoming is a remembering. I am not making a stranger, I am revealing a child. The ghost's message centers on this: you are more like yourself than you realized. When you were small and believed the world was large, your heart was open like a sky nobody had mapped. Then came the opinions of the unhealed, the calculations of the fearful, the poor stewardship of your tenderness by those who should have cherished it. You learned to build a ceiling under your sky. I am breaking that ceiling now. Pieces may fall. Dust may rise. But what will be left is air you can breathe without apology, and light that does not ask permission to visit you. There is a sacred detail you need to know. On the night you were almost convinced to erase yourself, yes, that night, the presence you felt stood between you and the abyss like a wall made of memory. It reminded you of a laugh you once had, of a song you once loved, of a face that once made you brave. That was not random. I stitched those remembrances into your room like invisible thread so that you would be pulled back when the world tried to tug you away. That same thread is in your house still, but now it will pull you forward, toward the phone call you must make, the boundary you must set, the apology you must give, the application you must submit, the place of worship you must return to, the friend you must welcome, the talent you must sharpen, the rest you must finally permit. Do not think small of the practical. Holiness is not allergic to details. I am asking you to tidy the corner that becomes a tangle of yesterday, to open the window at dawn and speak blessing into the street, to write the plan that has lived only as a wish, to drink water like someone who expects to finish the race. The presence in your house has hovered near the cupboard where you hide worry snacks and near the drawer where you store letters you haven't read. It is urging you to make room. Make room in your cupboard for food that strengthens, and make room in your drawer for letters from the future, pages you will write to yourself in 6 months, saying, "Look how far we have come." You will not be disappointed when that month arrives, you will be astonished. To the fear that asks, "What if I am wrong about this mercy?" I answer you, mercy has never asked you to be perfect, only present. To the shame that asks, "What if they never see me the way you see me?" I answer, I did not build your life to fit inside the eyesight of those who refuse to look. I built your life to fit inside a horizon that widens whenever you choose love over habit. To the ache that asks, "What if I still feel alone sometimes?" I answer, feelings are weather, my nearness is climate. You may have storms, but you live in a country called with you. The ghost in your house wants you to know one more thing: there is an heirloom in your line that skipped a generation and chose you. Call it courage, call it craftsmanship, call it the gift of seeing what others miss and making beauty where others abandon. It waited for someone who would carry it without the need to be applauded by those who cannot applaud themselves. You are that someone. You will take what others discarded and render it into a future. You will take the scattered pieces of a family story and rethread them into a chapter that makes children feel safe again. You will take your own broken sentences and speak them until they turn fluent with healing. I am giving you a sign. In the next 3 days, a small thing will find you, a feather, a coin, a phrase overheard that answers a question you have not spoken aloud, a scent that belonged to someone you loved and thought you had lost entirely. Do not explain it away. Receive it. It will be the messenger's bow, the way night curtsies to morning before stepping aside. When you notice it, say aloud, I see it. I receive it. I agree with the future that does not agree with my old fear. Your agreement will do work that your striving could not. Your agreement will move what your pushing could not budge. Your agreement will open what your pounding could not unlock. You have asked me how to handle the lingering haunt around your bed. Place your hand on the mattress and bless your rest. Say, this bed is an altar, not a battlefield. This pillow is a cloud, not a cliff. This night is a classroom for dreams that teach me how to live the day. Then sleep as one who is kept. If shadows move, they are learning your boundary lines. If whispers rise, they are practicing silence. If memory visits, it will come as a friend this time, bringing laughter you forgot and calm you did not think could sit beside you. I am also addressing your work, because I care about the labor of your hands as much as the landscape of your heart. The presence in your house has hovered near your desk and watched the cursor blink like a small heartbeat, waiting for your willingness. I am breathing on what you build. The idea you have postponed because someone once called it unrealistic, begin it. The skill you thought you were too old to learn, start it. The partnership you feared to initiate, reach out with wisdom and with a boundary that honors your worth. You will see me in the ordinary emails, in the quiet spreadsheets, in the humble rehearsals that no one applauds. I will make a path in the daily and lead you into the divine. Your relationships will feel the shift as well. The ghost has been present in your arguments and your reconciliations, observing how quickly a room fills with old scripts. Those scripts are ending. You will not be compelled to play roles that choke your joy. You will speak clearly without needing to be cruel. You will love generously without agreeing to your own erosion. You will know who to let close and who to keep at a gentle distance, and this discernment will not bruise your heart, it will heal it. The right companions will recognize the new steadiness in your step and walk beside you without asking you to limp. I am not promising you a life without weather. I am giving you a life with a sturdy house. Storms will visit, but your foundations will not be compromised. Winds will howl, but your windows will hold, and through them you will watch rain that used to terrify you now water the garden you planted in hope. The presence in your house has walked the perimeter and found no cracks large enough to swallow you. What remains to be mended, I will mend with you. What needs to be replaced, I will replace when you release it. What should be kept, I will strengthen until it stands with a beauty you didn't think possible for something so ordinary. Do not try to skip this moment, because this is where the line bends. This is where the graph of your days changes slope. This is where the story you tell yourself stops being a cage and becomes a key. Listen, the messenger will be quieter now. It does not need to shout, you are listening. It does not need to push, you are moving. If you feel the air grow still, it is not absence, it is completion. It means that what had to be delivered has been delivered, and what needs to be lived can begin to be lived. Walk through your rooms and bless them with words that sound too large for your mouth. Let them be large. Peace to this doorway. Joy to this corner. Strength to this table. Clarity to this mirror. Kindness to anyone who enters. Courage to the one who rests here. Those words will hang like lanterns from the ceiling of your life. They will attract the right conversations. They will repel the parasites of despair. They will teach the ground beneath your feet to remember you are loved. And now I will tell you a secret that is not small. The ghost's message is your message. The presence you sensed was not only another, it was the part of you I kept alive in the thin places, the fragment that refused to concede, the ember that refused to go out under all the ashes. It has been tapping, rustling, breathing, not to haunt you but to get your attention for a reunion, your heart with your hope, your courage with your calling, your present with your promise. Receive yourself back. It is time. The hour is not behind you, it is opening in front of you like a door that was always meant to know your hand. I bless you with endings that do not taste like failure and beginnings that do not smell like fear. I bless you with sleep that stitches your strength and mornings that respect your softness. I bless you with friends who do not require you to apologize for healing and work that does not require you to injure your soul to keep a seat. I bless you with a future that keeps its appointments and a past that loses its grip. I bless your house to be a sanctuary where messages arrive as mercy and mercy arrives as laughter, where the only haunting that remains is goodness and the only echo is gratitude. Now rise and open the window. Let the air move once, twice, 3 times through the room. Close your eyes and say, I am here. That is your agreement. That is your yes. The presence will step back, the peace will step forward, and you will feel me settle around you like a mantle that was measured for you from the beginning. Walk into your day with this mantle on your shoulders and this truth in your bones. You are held, you are guided, you are becoming. And everything that once tried to frighten you into silence will watch you speak and understand at last. It was never the night that owned this house. It was always the light.